In Nigeria, the Chief of Air Staff, Sadiq Abubakar, has hosted officers and men in the frontline base in Kano, or Katsina State, I beg your pardon, for a special Salah lunch. This has been the tradition of the Air Force to encourage its own since the onslaught of banditry began in the state. Chief of Air Staff spared time to interact with the Air Force family and also people of Katsina State to further reassure and appreciate the cooperation being given them. Governor Aminu Masari was also part of the celebration and thanked the Nigeria Air Force for wonderful work it is doing to protect the territorial integrity of the nation. The governor further reassures on the commitment of his government in seeing the war against banditry succeed.
The troops in the front line during festivities was born out of the need to strengthen the bond of comradeship and esprit de corps and create a more relaxed atmosphere for our troops even in the face of hostility. In this regard, we are here to celebrate with you. We are here to appreciate you. We are here to convey our support for the smooth and timely execution of your assigned missions.
We hope that when next we celebrate, it will not be about the banditry, but the Air Force would have gone further than dealing with banditry, especially here in Northwest and Katsina in particular. I wish the Chief of Air Staff safe journey back home.
Elsewhere in Maiduguri, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, says the war against terrorism and elimination of other security challenges in the country must be achieved in line with the Air Force rules of engagement. This was contained in his Salah message to the troops. He was represented in Maiduguri by the Chief of Policy and Planning, Nigeria Air Force, Air Vice Marshal Oladayo Amao, while congratulating the airmen for witnessing another Eid. Chief of Air Staff charged them to sustain the tempo in the onslaught against Boko Haram terrorists. The chief assured Nigerians that the fight against terrorism in the country would soon be a thing of the past. The troops have also been assured of improved welfare by the Chief of Air Staff.
The essence is to also fill in the gap created for those in the front line so that they also have a sense of belonging in this celebration of the Eid al-Kabir. We can assure you that the Nigerian Air Force and the ground troops and Nigerian Army, they are working round the clock to ensure that everybody go about his normal business in peace. And all these problems will soon be a thing of the past by God's